Hafa is card collector Guam. My real name is Paul. I just want to add my notes here. I just want to talk a little bit about what I do for hobby funds. Like what do I do for a living? What's my job? And how do I make money to buy cards? So first of all, I'm a paraeducator at a military base. So that's what I do. I work with another teacher. I'm an aide or teacher assistant, however you want to call it. That's what I do. That's my job. If you want to know more about it, just comment down below or direct message me. So that's what I do. It's a bi-weekly pay job. It's a federal job. And so the thing I want to talk about is how I built my personal collection. So let's just talk a little bit about my past. So I used to collect when I was like 8, 9 years old. I used to collect a lot of different sports cards, Marvel cards, Simpsons, like non-sports cards. I used to collect a lot growing up. But then there was a period, of course, time when transition in life, right? So I lost most of my cards. I couldn't find any more. I still had my comics, some of my old comics, but then after that I just really didn't collect cards for a while. So I was collecting other things as I got older. I was collecting like DVDs, movies, because I was a big into movies. Just different stuff like that. Anything that really interests me, I would collect it. So it wasn't until about a little over 2 years ago, 2022, when I found out that it was a thing still. Because on Guam, it was kind of like on the down low. No one was really talking about collecting cards, so I didn't really know about it. Of course, there was the height of COVID and all that stuff. Like people were doing that. They were collecting cards. They were doing like eBay. I just found out about Whatnot during that time. So I did that. So that's, again, going back to like when I started collecting cards. It was around 2022. I started collecting heavy. And that was like during my my deployment, so to speak, because I was in the military for a little bit, and I can talk about that in another video. So basically, how I got back into it really was like nostalgia. Just having that feeling when I was in middle school, elementary school, middle school, and I would buy cards off my classmates, trade with them. I would just learn stuff more about basketball, because I was getting into sports at that time, like wanting to play sports. So another thing, I guess, so that's when I got back into it, was 2022. And I was collecting heavy. I was going on Whatnot, a little bit of eBay, but mostly Whatnot. And then we have these we have an LCS. We have a couple of LCS, and also thrift shops that we would go to, that I would go to pick up cards in, like, I was in Mungie Town and Tumon, different places I would just pick up. And it wouldn't just be like sports cards only or Marvel cards only. I would just be like Pokemon, anything that interests me, even non-sports cards. Like I'll collect like 90s cards, like, Sailor Moon, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, anything that was like interested me, that brought the nostalgia back to about the 90s, because I grew up in the 90s, so it's a big thing for me to go ahead and collect stuff like that. And I'm big on autos. I love autos. Especially with the basketball players that I grew up watching. Even if they're just role players, it's like, there's a lot of affordable autos out there. A lot of people get into this hobby because of autos, or memorabilia. So that's what the thing about cards is. It's easier to store than store in big memorabilia. So you can get 100 cards, and you can just put it out somewhere where you buy memorabilia, you can only buy 1 or 2, and it'll take up your whole shelf. Yeah, so a little background on myself. So yes, I was born and raised on Guam, but my ethnic background is of course Filipino. And then I did join the military when I was after high school, and then I also went back into the military in 2018. So I can talk more about that another time. This is really just about what I do right now for hobby funds. So right now I kind of slowed up as far as buying, because 2022, 2023 I was hitting it hard, like really just spending, you know, and getting into that debt, you know, that degenerate debt. But you know, it was for my hobby. You know, it was something that made me feel good. You know what I mean? It was like what they call it, a cardboard addiction, and it's true. It is a cardboard addiction, but at the same time, it's your hobby. That's why I say, like, collect what you like, because at the end of the day, when everything goes down, the prices go down, and everything, the market just goes to, you know, down. If you have a collection of what you enjoy and you like, then, you know, it's not gonna matter that that is not worth that much. It's nice when you can have it both ways, where you have a collection where it can also be very liquid or very valuable, or other people collect the same thing. Because I have a, you know, very weird collection, like very weird. So so I have 3 main, like, NBA, because those are two things I really like to collect, and that was my first loves, was Marvel cards, Marvel trading cards, and NBA trading cards. I love those. They're the first 2 that I love. And for NBA, the 3 that I really collect now, like those are my biggest personal collections, is Jeremy Lin. Yes, Jeremy Lin. I collect Jordan Clarkson from the Utah Jazz, and also Giannis. I'm just a big, Giannis is my GOAT. So I do collect Pokemon, and but I'm trying to, my goal with Pokemon is because I'm more of a character collector. I'm not really, I don't play the game or anything like that. I'm a character collector, and I enjoy the art. So my big PC is Psyduck. I love Psyduck. So my goal for Pokemon is really just to collect all the Psyduck cards ever made. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's also kind of hard, right? But that's what, you know, that's my main Pokemon collecting goal. NBA and Marvel, just, yeah, sky's the limit on that, because that's just my big PCs, right? So I'm married. As you can see, I'm married. I have 4 kids. Actually, I have 5, but in the household, I have 4 kids. And then I'm always, like I said, in my collection, I'm always looking for autos. Whether you're role players or star players, I'm always looking for autos. And if I can get a rookie auto, even better. If I can get a rookie patch auto, you know, rookie jersey auto, whatever the case may be, numbered, serial numbered, awesome. So, like I said, one of the tips I can give people is just like any people, I know it's been said, it's a cliche, it's said it over and over again, people say it all the time, all card collectors say this, like, collect what you love, and you never feel bad. When the market goes down, you never feel bad, because you have a great collection that you love, that you can enjoy, that you curated yourself. You know, you put it together, however it was, wherever you started, whether you started 2 years ago like myself, or you started 40 years ago. You know, you have a collection that you can enjoy. And I do kind of, I don't flip. I'm not a flipper, I don't flip cards, but I do sell my cards so that I can have funds for myself when I need it. Or if I want to get more cards, when I want to get more of my PC cards. Like if there's cards that they're not PC for me, I try to sell those, trade those, so that I can get the ones that I like. and that's always a good feeling, you know what I mean, when you have cards that you enjoy. So again, where I get my cards, I do Whatnot. I haven't done Whatnot since the summer, but I do Whatnot. I don't do eBay. I had some kind of funky thing happen at eBay. I don't know what it is, but I ended up getting banned from eBay. I don't know. I was only on eBay for like a week and I got banned. So I think I just got hacked and I never went back to it. I only go on eBay just to see comps. So speaking of comps, I do Ludex. I do, it's a couple of apps that I do. I know people talk about like card ladder, 180 point. Yeah, there's a couple apps. You can just go on your whatever your Android or Apple. You can find card apps that you would be able to scan your cards and get the pricing for it. There's a lot of hobby stuff on that. And if you have a question on that, just hit me up. I would have taken notes about that, but it was I just letting you know that I do check comps. I don't have the paid apps and stuff like that. I get the ones that are free, and then I also do my own research. You know, they have apps out there where you pay and they do the research for you. I prefer to do my own research. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy apps, but yeah, to each their own. So again, I used to, I just got out the military in January. My wife's still in the military, but I just got out the military. So if you have any questions about that, maybe you want to know more about joining the military and all that stuff, just hit me up or comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And let's see. Yeah, so I'm a paraeducator. Again, that's the teacher assistant. So I work with kids. I help the teachers with their lesson plans. I pretty much help the children follow a certain, you know, how to have structure. And if you have any more questions about that, you can always hit me up. But yeah, that's what I do for hobby funds. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. And yeah, I'm not rich or anything like that, but I've grown throughout the years knowing how to budget and get to a point where I can get the cards that I want, because I do have a pretty good collection. I would say I don't have like a 86 Jordan Flair or anything like that, which is one of my goals eventually, to have a Jordan rookie in my collection. But you know, it's always going to be there. As long as it's there, it's not, no one's incinerating it or anything like that, there's always going to be a Jordan Flair somewhere, or a Star Jordan, Star 84 Jordan. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for, if you made it all the way to this point of the video, I just thank you, and I appreciate you watching. And again, if you can like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, maybe share this video. And if you have any more questions, if you want any tips, or if you have any tips for myself, maybe you can help me improve my collection. And then you can hit me up also on IG. It's Paul Calinagan, PaulCalinagan. That's my IG. Yeah, so thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, it's okay. All right, peace.